Now, from your weather authority, Chief Meteorologist Wayne Hart.
Well, after 4 days in a row in the 90s, following that taste of autumn weather late last week, a lot of folks asking me, is it going to feel like autumn again? Well, not in the near future. It's going to cool down some, but we're just going to get closer to average here as we head through the rest of the week and even through the long Labor Day weekend. And daily chances for some rain and thunder will be returning after 3 pretty dry days across the tri-state. 90 to 95 this afternoon, and Evansville was the hot spot at 95. Owensboro close behind at 94, 91 in Henderson. And some locations down to the southeast of Evansville may top 90 again tomorrow, depending on how quickly the clouds move on in. But it may only get into the low 80s up towards Fairfield, where you'll see the showers and thunderstorms developing first. And that could be as early as late tomorrow morning. But it is quiet once again on live First Warning Doppler radar. And we could use some rain. This is the estimated rainfall over the last week. And you can see all the significant rain was pretty much in Illinois. These first shade of blue, that's just 1/10 of an inch of rain. The 1-inch amounts were mainly up to the north and west of the tri-state, so really dry in our eastern counties, and especially southwestern Indiana, which has been dry for much of the month. So we could use a little more rain, and there is certainly some on the way. You can see in our network of Doppler radars right now those storms rumbling into northwestern Illinois, and they are still severe up there. They're not going to make it in here tonight, but the outflow from some of those storms and the actual line itself could get reinvigorated across the tri-state as early as late tomorrow morning. But right now, another quiet, warm summer evening on our Fence Pro Skycam I-69, the Lloyd Expressway on the Evansville-Newburgh line. We are still at 82 degrees. Now, the dew point down a bit today. We were out of the very humid range at 69, and it's been a little breezy this evening after a windy afternoon, a south-southwest wind still coming in at 5 miles per hour. Around the tri-state, upper 70s to lower 80s, and it's going to feel just like the past several nights. We just make it into the low 70s by daybreak tomorrow morning. But the big ridge of high pressure that's been anchoring all this heat, humidity, and dry weather is beginning to break down. So it's going to open up the door for this cold front to move in from the northwest and pass through tomorrow night. You can see all the stormy weather along that front. It's not going to be quite as potent as it gets down here, but we do have the threat for an isolated severe storm, mainly along and north of the Ohio River. That's where the Storm Prediction Center is painting a marginal risk, and they really haven't changed that outlook. Not really anticipating much of a change there, although they could adjust the zone a little bit. Future Tracker is a little different on its latest run compared to what I was showing this afternoon. We're quiet through the overnight, picking up a few clouds by daybreak, and then the clouds increase tomorrow morning as the first wave of showers and thunderstorms moves on in. But unlike some of the earlier runs that brought in a pretty solid line, we just see scattered activity developing along and north of the river here by noon. And then that activity pushes to the south, and then the main line, number 2, becomes what could be the main event here. The other guidance earlier today was indicating the morning line might be the main event, but now the focus may be on this line coming in late in the afternoon and evening for that threat of some isolated damaging wind. Indeed, we had a pretty strong storm there in McLeansboro at 4 tomorrow afternoon. So this line kind of moves on through the heart of the tri-state late tomorrow afternoon. It's not going to be as hot tomorrow, and it will be breezy, but a little more humid. And those storms continue to advance to the southeast tomorrow night. A few are going to linger into Thursday morning, which will start off kind of cloudy, but we should see some clearing working in from north to south as these scattered showers push away to the south. And it turns cooler and a little less humid on Thursday. Highs only in the lower 80s. We'll be into the 60s for a change Thursday night into Friday. And Friday looks like a fairly quiet day with a mix of sun and clouds. Some spotty showers and thunder showers developing later in the afternoon as it turns warmer and very humid once again, with highs into the upper 80s as we roll into our long Labor Day weekend. So partly cloudy and warm overnight, low 70s. The clouds increase tomorrow. Couple of rounds of showers and storms beginning later in the morning. Breezy and very humid. Low 80s to the northwest, low 90s down to the southeast. Here in the metro, upper 80s to around 90. Scattered thunderstorms fade away tomorrow night. A few linger mainly south on Thursday. And then just some spotty thunder showers Friday. And as we head through the long Labor Day weekend, looks pretty typical. Mix of sun and clouds each day, humid to very humid, and kind of a 50-50 chance of rain, mainly during the heat of each afternoon. So there'll still be plenty of dry time to get outside and take advantage of the last big weekend of the summer. Plenty warm enough to get in the lake or the pool or the river. We'll just have to dodge some showers and thunderstorms at times.
We can do that.
Yeah, we can handle that.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Wayne.